Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Welcome back, Clark County. It's Tuesday. I'm Jacob Granneman. Let's take a look at our top stories for today. Clark County is still waiting to learn if they'll be approved to enter Phase 3 of reopening, even as new COVID-19 cases are increasing sharply. On Monday, Public Health confirmed that there has been 68 new cases over the weekend, and 17 more were added to the tally today. That brings the total number of confirmed cases to 843, an increase of 124 since this time last week. Despite the rash of new cases, though, hospitalization rates remained fairly steady. There are 11 confirmed cases in Clark County hospitals, with about the same number still waiting for test results. With cases increasing statewide, the governor's office announced over the weekend that all Phase 4 applications are being paused indefinitely. There has been no word on when the state might respond to the county's Phase 3 application, which was sent on Friday. A newspaper delivery driver had the scare of her life early Sunday morning when several bullets tore through the front windshield of her car. Police responded to the 1000 block of Northeast 151st Avenue just before 3 on Sunday morning. The victim said the bullets barely missed her. Bullet holes were also found in nearby homes, though no one was hurt. Police believe the gunfire originated from a nearby home where a large party was going on. The home was apparently rented through the online service VRBO. Police recovered more than 24 bullet casings in the street nearby. So far, no arrests have been made. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Vancouver Police tip line at 360-487-7399. The chair of Clark County says she's not stepping down despite pressure from the local chapter of the NAACP. In a letter to the council, branch president Bridget Fonboulay said Eileen Quiring should resign after her comments last week that she did not believe systemic racism to be a problem within Clark County government or law enforcement. Quiring on Saturday said that while there may be racist individuals in the county, she stands by her belief that systemic racism is not an issue here. Quiring's comments came in response to a letter penned by Councillor Temple Lentz supporting Sheriff Chuck Atkins and his decision to remove all thin blue line decals from department property. Quiring has said she believes the move is disrespectful to the family of law enforcement members who've died in the line of duty. A Vancouver business owner facing charges over her decision to open in defiance of the governor's stay-at-home order is vowing to fight on. Kelly Carroll opened her pet grooming business, The Pet Biz, on May 16th, including a rally that drew over 100 people. The city has filed charges against Carroll, accusing her of violating an emergency proclamation. If convicted, Carroll faces up to a year in jail and a $5,000 fine. The 61-year-old battleground woman has raised over $10,000 through GoFundMe to help with her legal defense. Dozens have also protested outside the home of City Attorney Jonathan Young and Deputy Attorney Kevin McClure the past 2 weekends, demanding the case be dropped. Young, who is on furlough this week, said he has taken over the case but declined further comments. Carroll says she spent $27,000 opening her business and thousands more trying to stay afloat during the shutdown. She recently decided to sell her house in order to remain in business. You can read more about her case by checking out the full story at clarkcountytoday.com. Last week, the Vancouver community, Open House Ministries, and the Roskam family lost a beloved friend, chaplain, and brother. Mark Roskam was the chaplain at Open House Ministries and most recently appeared on Clark County Today with his brother Mike when preparing to cycle Route 66 raising money for the homeless back in September. While enjoying the activity he loved, cycling with his nephew, Mark was suddenly hit by a brain aneurysm and died before any aid could be given. The 63-year-old is remembered by those that knew and loved him most as a servant and unbelievable man of encouragement and faith. For years, Mark worked with countless families and individuals, helping them recover from addiction and homelessness. He used the Wheels Deals bike shop at Open House as a place to encourage and mentor people as well. Mark's brother Mike says his brother was all about extending grace and mercy to everyone, especially those in need. 2 days before his death, Mark told people at Open House that if he were to go, it would probably be on his bike. Visit clarkcountytoday.com soon for the full story. It survived the most severe floods, wind, drought, ice, and snow, but not 2020. For all practical purposes, Vancouver's venerable old apple tree has died at the age of 194. Planted in 1826, the old apple tree near Fort Vancouver was considered the matriarch of the state's apple industry. It provided Clark County's first apple harvest, a single apple, in 1830. The ancient tree has been suffering from a crack that had been growing down the trunk. Apparently, it recently shifted, cutting all the water supply to the leaf canopy. Despite its death, the old apple tree will live on. Arborists obtained cuttings over the years, many of which have been handed out to the public. If you want to share your memories of the tree, you can do so through Vancouver Urban Forestry's Letters to Trees program. Believe it or not, but 4th of July is this Saturday. Clark County officials have been busy reminding people to celebrate safely, including disposing of those used fireworks properly to avoid the risk of fire or injury. That can include fires inside garbage trucks or transfer stations after the garbage containing those spent fireworks is picked up. Fireworks also contain heavy metals that can get into streams and damage fish and other wildlife. You can help by immediately sweeping up firework debris from your street and soaking used fireworks in a bucket of water before disposing of them in the trash. Clark County won't be doing street sweeping immediately after the 4th of July since it falls on a weekend this year, so your help is greatly appreciated. For more tips, check out our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. In a way, one could say we almost had baseball in Clark County this week. Almost. Organizers at the Curt Invitational waited as long as they could to make the call. Here's Paul Valencia with more.
Hey, Paul Valencia here. Got some not shocking news, but still sad news. The Curt Daniels baseball tournament this week has been called off. Obviously because of COVID. They tried all the way to this week to get it done, but they had to call it off on Monday night. Here's Ben McGrew to tell you more.
All right, so yesterday for the Curt Daniels Invitational, we had to make the call to cancel the tournament. It's coming up on year 16 this year, and we had to cancel it due to COVID in the county, or state not granting the county the phase 3. We waited off as long as we could for the teams traveling to our area. We had to make the call Monday last night. We ended up sending a text message out to all the coaches and scouts and people that were planning on coming to watch the tournament. The tournament's kind of grown over the 15 years we've had it into one of the most competitive tournaments in the Northwest. So we're looking forward to get back to that competitiveness with all the teams next year. Hopefully everything will be back to normal. We'll be able to be back down at Daniels Field for the Curt Daniels tournament. It makes sense to have it there. So look forward to being back at the yard next year over the 4th of July and when everything's back to normal. So Curt Daniels Tournament 2021, here we come.
Well, there's a little check of the stories we're following for you at clarkcountytoday.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can also send us story ideas and feedback to our email, news@clarkcountytoday.com. For all of us, I'm Jacob Graneman. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great night.